A legacy of helping the community, service to others. In Greek, that word would be diakonia. Extending the service to others has been the mission of Diakonia Incorporated since 1972, providing comprehensive care in the form of food and clothing and other program services to families and to homeless men and women. That's their legacy. Joining us this afternoon to tell us more about it is Ken Argot, who is the Executive Director. Susan Blaney is the Volunteer and Food Pantry Coordinator, right?
Correct.
Got all that right?
Absolutely.
Thank you for being here this afternoon,
Oh, it's
guys.
our pleasure.
It's wonderful talking to you. So let me ask you real quick. I'm going to ask you right off the bat, 50 years.
Yeah.
Can you give us a thumbnail? What happened over 50 years?
You want to take that?
Yeah.
You want the
Hand that one
thumbnail?
right off.
All right. Well, back in the 70s, it started as a Mennonite outreach down on the boardwalk in Ocean City.
Okay.
All volunteers. So throughout the 70s, they did a lot of work in the community and found out how they needed to grow in Worcester County to help the community.
What was needed, right.
So in the 80s, they became a 501c3 and started the food pantry, and not only did they have the emergency housing, but they ended up helping people with food insufficiency.
Okay.
So that's been going on for a lot of years.
A long time, yeah.
In the 90s, back in the 90s, there were little cottages back behind Diakonia where families stayed, and it was a transitional housing. Unfortunately, they were tore down because the termites ate them.
Oh.
But that led us right into the 2000s, where we have the big building in the back of Diakonia. If you don't know Diakonia in West Ocean City, you've got a main house and you've got a building in the back where families, men, and lots of storage. So that took us into the 2000s. Lots of building.
So I almost hesitate to ask this question. How did the pandemic treat you?
Pandemic was very difficult for a lot of nonprofits,
Yeah.
but our staff is absolutely amazing. At one point, they were actually rotating nights where they basically running a hotel,
Right.
because there was just so many places that needed help. Quarantine, you need to be over here, and our partners, our staff, did a wonderful job of continuing ministry and service to others during that time. And Susan's been here for 25 years. That's why she was able to
Oh my goodness.
say all that history like it was right off
Wow.
the bat.
So is all the stuff that you ran into during the pandemic, is that done and gone, or is that still a challenge?
It's still a challenge. We lost a lot of volunteers during the pandemic, and we're getting all that back. So we're growing again.
Awesome.
We're growing.
Now you've got a 50-year celebration coming up.
Absolutely.
Tell me about it.
So on November 4th at 5:30 to 9 o'clock at night at Secrets at Morley Hall,
Yeah.
We are having a 70s party. So
A 70s party?
70s party, yeah, disco ball and everything.
Oh,
you know,
my.
and we're actually encouraging people to, dress up in their
Disco
best
it up.
70s costumes or outfits and come out and enjoy the time. Tickets are $125. You can go to diakoniaoc.org and order those, and we're just going to party it up like it's 1970 again.
It's 1970.
Yeah.
So have you added to the programs and what you're offering to families and homeless?
So that the transitional housing, interesting, that back building was built in cooperation with State of Maryland Department of Housing and Community Development.
Okay.
And now what we're looking to is our new property, which is, nothing's built on it yet. There's not even a sign that says future site there on 611. Our hope is to build 42 affordable housing units.
So I could talk to you about that for the rest of the show. I would love to, but I can't. I'm sorry, I'm out of time.
Yeah.
But remind me again the details of when you're partying like it was the 70s.
Sure, November 4th, Ocean City, Secrets, Morley Hall, 5:30 to 9 o'clock. Tickets, again, diakoniaoc.org. We'd love to see you there.
And of course, we'll have that information on delmarvalife.com. Thank you so much for joining us, Ken Argot and Susan Blaney from
Thank you.
Diakonia. Wonderful
Appreciate
talking
it.
to you.